Hi, I'm Dr. Broussard with the Waggin Trained Veterinary Clinic, and in today's segment, we are going to discuss the ins and outs of spaying and neutering, and basically, should it be done in dogs? So my assistant Cole and I have put together a list of questions. We're going to run through those questions to hopefully give you a better understanding. Cole?
So Dr. Broussard, does my dog have to be spayed or neutered?
No, of course not. No, they don't. No, they don't have to be spayed or neutered. I'm stumbling on the question because very few people have that standpoint. Obviously, if your dog's going to be a breeding animal, well then hello, you can't do that. Do they have to? No. Do I think it's a wise decision for dogs that are not going to be bred? Yes. Period.
Why is spaying or neutering a dog so important?
Well, dogs that are not spayed or neutered will be under the influence of testosterone or estrogen, depending on their sex. We were all 18 once. You remember what those things made you want to do, so dogs are no different. So it can avoid any unwanted behaviors, any unwanted litters to overpopulate our little pet community. And it also prevents several medical issues that are very, very undesirable as well. Uterine infections, aggression, unwanted marking, all those kind of things can be avoided if they are spayed or neutered at an early age.
Shouldn't I let my dog have a litter before I spay her?
No. Just in case that wasn't clear on tape, no. There's no evidence or proof that that is a positive thing. Look, I grew up with people telling me that my whole life. Oh, I heard it's a good thing to let them have a litter. And the simple fact is, guys, there's no truth to that. I will tell you that in recent years, certain research has come out that shows that large breed dogs may benefit from not being spayed or neutered until closer to that year of age, okay? You can find plenty of information about that if you look, and I think there's some truth to it. What it implies is that dogs that are spayed or neutered at a later age have a less likely chance of developing hip dysplasia, or if they do develop it, they don't develop it as early. So that's very intriguing to me. I have to heed that, and I do want to pay attention to that. At the same time, normally I will spay or neuter animals before their first heat cycle. Why? Because there are also studies that show that with every heat cycle that a female dog goes through, she is more likely to develop mammary cancer later in life. So which way do you go? It varies on personal opinion. It varies on the veterinarian that you use. But for the average case, usually before the first heat cycle is when it's done on females, and about 6 to 7 months or so on a male as well.
My dog urinates all over the house. Will spaying or neutering help?
Maybe a male dog who is becoming territorial. So the answer to that question could possibly be yes. If you had an intact male dog that was urinating in your house, then absolutely I would recommend neutering him and see if that curbs that unwanted behavior. A female is a little less prone to do so based off of territorial reasons. Usually you have either a bladder infection or just a not so well trained dog. So they can help is the short answer, but I wouldn't hang my hat on that for certain.
Will spaying or neutering my dog prevent future illnesses?
Yes, potentially so. Things cancer. Okay, let's talk about cancer. Testicular cancer in a male dog can't happen if he doesn't have testicles. Ovarian cancer in a female dog can't happen if you don't have ovaries. So those kind of things are true. But let me quit being silly. So the most common thing and the most realistic thing that we do see is pyometra. Pyometra is the medical term for an infection of the uterus itself. And oftentimes it is a very large, distended, pus-filled uterus that can become life-threatening, especially if it's a closed pyometra. Closed means the cervix is closed, so the infection doesn't drain out. It just stays in the dog, and they become very ill very quickly. That is serious, and it's not all that uncommon. After a female dog comes into heat, the cervix tends to relax or open, and it's much easier for bacteria to get in there and kind of wreak havoc. So, again, guys, spaying or neutering, can it fix that? Yes, because when we spay them, it is an ovariohysterectomy, meaning we take the ovaries and the uterus. Everything from the cervix beyond is no longer there. So those dogs are now incapable of really developing a uterine pyometra beyond that point. Okay? long answer to a good question, but hopefully that clears up a few things for you guys. I appreciate you tuning in. If you got any questions, reach out to us. You can call us, come by, or reach us on social media. Again, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.